All right. Welcome. Oh, man. Welcome to Adelaide. Round number 1 here for the HRSC Trans Am Series. And I'm pretty excited for this, although I don't have any clue how it's going to go today. I hope you're doing well out there. Welcome back. Try to quiet down some of the roaring V8s here. So you can see everybody's being quite liberal with the curbing. That's the theme. But yeah, here for a new championship, and I'll hopefully be doing enough rounds of it that I can actually compete in the championship. But this is HRSC. I've done most recently with these folks the road trip series, where we raced those 1950s cars. And yeah, I'm excited to do a new series with them today. I've somehow never really driven Trans Am cars before. I knew of them, but it's not something I did too much in the past, and so it's been quite interesting getting up to speed. They're kind of like a NASCAR stock car, but a sportier version of it, but just as brutal. See a car going through the chicanes here. I guess they are touring cars. It's just like not in the sense that you would think of them. But yeah, let me pull up the big old rule booklet. We've got about 20 minutes or so left of practicing. We have a driver's meeting, and we've got qualifying, and there's 2 races today. We'll look at that here. But yeah, here's the official document. The official document of the series, which goes through all the rules and everything. Let me slide it over here. Yeah. And put on by the wonderful folks over at HRSC, and I have a link to their Discord in the description if you want to do some R Factor 2 racing. I think they're also going to be doing some AMS 2 racing coming up. It's starting to be quite the popular game. So, but yeah, World Tour is the important one. Of course, Trans Am was traditionally an American and sometimes Canadian series, but we're racing them all around the world. If we look here at the schedule, let me find it. Where is it? Maybe it's not even. Oh, here it is. Series schedule. We're at Adelaide today, and the races are every couple of weeks or so, every month or so, 3 weeks. And I'm definitely going to miss, unfortunately, the Road America race. But there is a drop round in the championship, so I think things will work out. I'm hopeful I don't have to miss one other one as well, but we'll see. Mostly just doing it for fun, but it's always fun when you can properly compete. But yeah, going to try to do well today. Every round is 2 different races. We've got a 20-minute sprint race, around 20 minutes. They are lap-based races, but it's supposed to be around 20 minutes. And then we got a feature race as well of 40 minutes, double the length. And qualifyings for each of them. It's single-shot qualifying for the second race once we get through the first one and everything. Be interesting. And looking at the points for it, we got to finish in the sprint race. You got to finish in the top 10 to get any points, and then the main race, you got to finish in the top 20. And there should be well over 20 folks in here today. Although we've had a few bow out, I think, coming to grips with the cars. Maybe some have some things going on. But yeah, it's not the traditional U.S. tracks. Road America is kind of the one. You've also got Motorsport in here. But we're racing at Mount Panorama next time out. Suzuka. We've got Buenos Aires, the Formula 1 circuit there. Kyalami. I don't know the versions of them. I was actually kind of surprised to see that we're at the modern Adelaide circuit today, which I was very much thinking it was going to be the 80s one. But here we are, modern Adelaide. It's the short circuit, and I'm going to try my best not to short circuit because it's quite tricky. But yeah, we got 21 cars out here in practice so far. I'll introduce you to see if I can do this properly. Fly on over as some of the cars fly on by. A lot of good competitors here. This is going to take forever. All right. Come into the pit lane. I'll show you guys my paint scheme that I've painted up for this. Taking some cues from the Dan Gurney car of the same make. We got a Mustang coming out of the pits here. But here it is. My Plymouth Barracuda that I'll be driving. Oh, it's in the garage, so it's kind of hard to see here. It's kind of the worst view you could get of it. But yeah, I'm driving a Plymouth Barracuda for this, and it's quite the handful. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. I've been a little bit off the pace in practice and everything, a little bit more than I would like to be. But yeah, down here, haven't turned a lap yet, which is what I want to do here. We've got, yeah, about 20 minutes left of this practice session. Then we have a driver's briefing, and then we're going to get into qualifying and all the fun stuff. I'm very excited today. I'm doing 2 different events today. So not only do I get to do some Trans Am racing today, but later today I'm going to do another stream, if everything goes to plan, doing the 250F at Spa. So if you want to see some classic sim racing today, I guess today's the day. I couldn't pass up doing Spa this afternoon as well, so thought I would do both. I've never really done, I guess I have done more than one stream in a day, but not quite like this, not doing 2 very competitive events. But yeah, been working on setup. I've had the luck to kind of team up, at least unofficially, with Martin Bear and Reese, Southpaw Racer, their Bear, and Matt and Darren. I don't know if Darren's in there actually. But yeah, a group, yeah, I guess Darren is in there. But a group called the CUDA Crew invited me along, and Martin especially has helped me out greatly with the setup of the car. Like traditional sim racing, the car is unfortunately slammed to the ground and has the lowest air pressures and all this fun stuff to get it competitive. But yeah, we'll it's been pretty fun to drive and get up to speed with. There are a bunch of interesting cars. We've got Ford Mustangs. We'll quickly look at the cars so you guys can get a chance to understand who we're racing with today. Yeah, here's well, there goes a Mustang. So Michael coming out of the pits. So we got Mustangs, great looking cars. I think that's a Firebird behind. Here's a Dodge Challenger. I thought it was a Charger at first, but it's a Challenger. A few of them in a row. Here's one of the Barracudas behind them. And a Firebird as well. I think that's all of them. But Jurne Simoncic in the white and pink Firebird, which will be a fun one to race against. Jurne, I raced with Jurne in the HRSC series that I put on years ago, and I think I've been in one other race with him since. But yeah, it's just a cool mod. This is a custom version of the mod. Yeah, it's a custom version of the mod that the league has kind of tweaked, but I did put a link to the public version of it, which is not so different. And if you want to try these cars out, then there it is in the description of the stream. But all right, let me go out and do a few laps. Now, I think the key to these cars is going to be not blowing the tires off of them. It's very easy, so blend in out of the pits here. It's very easy to overheat the tires and kind of just slide all over the place, and I think that's quite a bit slower. Are in the runoff there. Let me know how everything sounds and all that. They're brutal machines. Quite loud. And you'll see we have very little in the ways of track limits, and I kind of wish they were stricter, because I think it borders silly. But we're definitely going to be cutting the track everywhere to keep up with everyone today. So I'm sure that'll come up a bunch of times, but if I didn't do it, I would be dead last. I put a link to the track as well in the description of the stream. They're separate. All right, come through the final corner here. So it is the short version of Adelaide, the modern circuit, I guess. We're gonna get held up here a bit coming out of the pits. Oh, broke very late there. I got Cito behind me. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to do today. I think there's a chance I'm going to be quite mid-pack / rear of the pack. Anytime I race R Factor 2, I'm always humbled by the speed of everyone. Ah, wow. There we go. Sorry, Cito. Oh, man. No, you don't have to use H pattern. That's another disadvantage I'll have in this. Never mind hitting the walls. It's Yernay coming out in front of me. They turn a bit into monster trucks here and there. Now I've got it geared to only, it's a 4-speed, and I've got it geared to use gears 2, 3, 4. Using first is too, like, you lose a lot of time shifting in this thing, so. Kind of want to shift as little as possible. All right, I gotta at least set a couple laps here in practice before we go to the driver's briefing. About 15 minutes till that starts. Yeah, we basically straight line the chicane. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's so silly, but that's what people are doing. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna be so slow. I wish they put cut rules that were like a little more proper. I know in real life they cut that chicane, but it's ridiculous in the game here. And also these are kind of silly, but they're a little less than the front stretch, but whatever. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Just a lift and hope it sticks through there. Thank God for this little strip of asphalt on the left there. All right, come around. No idea what this will be. Fast cars are doing 28s, 29s. That was a 30.7. Not the worst. Oh! Almost a big crash there. Yernay gets it wrong. Yeah, I was kind of complaining about the cutting on the league server, and then I got sent a bunch of videos of supercars doing it. It doesn't really change the fact that I think it's kind of silly. Let Nils by here. Nils is the one I had a great race with at Monaco in the 1.1 liter historic sports cars. I'll try to embrace the culture. I also think it's silly when like NASCAR cuts the course at Phoenix and stuff like that. So maybe just my personal preference. All right, that almost went over. Yeah, I think surviving these races today is going to be the key. Yeah, I was just watching the classic Formula cars go around Monaco. Of course, the Jean Alesi had a bit of a crash yesterday, which went everywhere, but happy he's okay. Those things are so scary when you get in even a little crash. All right, we got 10 minutes to the briefing. You kind of, what's helped me in driving these cars is to be as boring as possible. Just don't do anything too fancy, and it's a lot faster. Sliding the car around, even like that, you just end up losing time, I've found. I think it's because you overheat the tires in it quite quickly. And you'll see I'll put it in third there. It's just faster to shift before you're accelerating. Martin helped me with that one. Hold on to her there, Nils. It's a 130.4. Getting down there. I've done a 129 in testing, so I know I can do it. See, that lost me a lot of time there, sliding the car a bit. Ooh. Knocked the rear end. This is going to be so tiring. I'm a little worried to do the full races at Spa after this. I'm not going to have much of a break between them. Maybe a half an hour or something. Yeah, see, that's going to be very slow sliding like that. keep it in third gear here is quicker because, again, we don't have to accelerate right here, or don't have to shift right here. Yeah, these cars feel great. I mean, they're really fun to drive. They're hard as nails. Try not to freak out. You get it on the grass. That's not the fast way. All right, Nils followed me there. Wow, it's so crooked. Yeah, damage is on full reel in this today. Yeah, I think you don't want to use much curb except for the exits of the corners and, of course, the silly chicane. All right, we're gonna be getting into the. Oh, you know what I want to try real quick? I haven't put low fuel in this thing yet. Well, the good thing about playing a lot of RBR is it's helped me like not spin out in scenarios like that final hairpin just was. All right. Yeah, I think for qualifying we're obviously going to want very low fuel. I'll probably put like 20 liters in it. Let's see who's quick here though. Mikkel in the Mustang is quickest right now. What is that, a 128? That's not happening for me. Casper Stoltz is back. I saw Casper in here earlier in the chat here, but yeah, the Blue Thunder Racing team is very quick up front there at the mighty Mustang. Martin Bear, the quickest Barracuda so far. A 129.3. I think I can match Franek here in fourth. So Frank's got the old Camaro. Oh, it's a Camaro. Down to a 129.6. Just ahead of Jerne Simončić in a Firebird. Nice mix of cars up front. Cito's in the first, who we're just seeing, or Saito. It's probably Saito. A Dodge Challenger. And then Reese with another Barracuda. All in the 129s, which is great. Ross McGregor. Very similar. Oh, I guess Team Traction with Jerne. With the Pontiac Firebirds. Very similar, both of those. We'll have to keep an eye on who's who, but also in the 129. So top 8 cars right now are all in the 129s. And then we get into the 130s with Nils, who I was just following, Darren, and another Barracuda just ahead, 2/10 up from myself in the Barracuda. Matt Wright and another Cuda, so we got 3 Barracudas in a row. We're all in that mid 130 range. A lot of really familiar names, though. I like racing with all these folks. Should be some good stuff. It's going to be very hard today, though. Oh, we had a pileup. All right, I do want to quickly go out. Thank you, Frank. Good luck to you too. I'm sure you'll be up front somewheres. I think I got about 5 minutes till the driver's briefing. Oh yeah, the car is much faster with low fuel, so I think I'll be able to get into the 29s in qualifying. In fact, I'll be pretty upset if I don't, but will I be near the front? I think the 29s are going to be right in the middle of the pack, so. Yeah, I think I saw that the Stadium Super Trucks haven't been doing anything anymore, huh? Robbie Gordon's series maybe ran out of money or something. Well, if you think this is bouncy, you should have seen this car with the default setup. It is so bound down right now with the setup we have on it compared to the default. It doesn't roll like nearly at all anymore. Yeah, I'm interested today, and I would like to finish both races strong, even if I'm not the fastest. I'm hoping, I guess, but I think attrition will be a big part of this, and so I'm hoping that if I can finish both races, come away with a pretty good result overall. But who knows? All right, let me go find the driver's briefing because I think it's about to start. Oh, they got a stream as well, so I'll have to. Can't hear anybody yet, but let me get
Briefing
this.
will be in little under 2 minutes.
All right.
Somebody's room just collapsed.
Hey, it's Nico.
No,
Nicolas.
Yeah, listen, it's windy as hell here.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
really
you bet,
quiet,
Nico.
but yeah, just listen. Tom will be doing the briefing.
Yeah, exactly. Just here to listen in.
All right, so they're going to be doing a driver's briefing, and I guess we'll see what that's all about. Hey, Ascari, almost top 10. Yeah, I haven't really tried too much yet in practice, but trying to save myself for the. Oh my God, it's so small. Trying to save myself for the racing here. I got a lot of racing to do today. If you're just tuning in now, we're going to be doing the 2 races here at. Let me try to make this actually bigger. There we go. I'm going to be doing the 2 races here at Adelaide today, and then I'll be joining THR.
Which server do I need to be in?
Nice.
This is the correct one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not in any right now.
Well, it says race day.
Yep. Race day indeed.
Yep.
I cannot find it in the server browser. Oh, there we go.
If you're still on track, please return to pits.
What's the password?
It is HR.
Mute them just before they give you all the password. All right. Hopefully it's safe to unmute.
Yeah, found some time at least, so.
Actually, where is the briefing? I was looking for it and I could not find it.
It was in the announcements. It was posted start of this week.
Announcements.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if we put everything in the same place together, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I
be...
had to scroll quite far.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry about that. It's all right. We'll run through everything in a second anyway.
I take all the blame. It's all my fault. Don't worry about it.
Alright,
Right.
alright.
I guess we'll get started. We've still got a few people joining actually.
I can still hear people driving.
Yeah.
Who cannot see.
That's
Let
right.
me-
We'll get going.
I'll round them up.
Make sure to be on live. Nobody's trying.
Oh, Mariano, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Let me just find out who's.
Aku, Chris.
Yerne just did 3 hours on Imola and LMU. That doesn't surprise me. I know Yerne's a
I dragged Aku in here.
esports pro.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, good afternoon or evening or morning or wherever it is for you local. This is round 1 of the Trans Am World Tour. We're at Adelaide, as I'm sure you've all realised by now. So just to briefly go through the schedule.
What?
It's the free practice session which we've just had. Then we'll be going into a 15-minute sprint qualifying session. That will be solo for this round only because Steph's been having some issues with servers, so we just want to minimize the amount of changing and stuff that we need to do. So you have 15 minutes solo, and then there'll be a brief warm-up followed by the race. It should be 13 laps. It will actually display as 14 laps because it's a rolling start, so we'll have one additional kind of formation lap, which will work out to about 20 minutes. I know there was a bit of discussion in the Discord earlier, but it rounds out to the same thing regardless. We'll then have a one-shot qualifying for the feature race. then there'll be another warm-up, and then there'll be a 26 or 27 with the formation lap race, which will be about 40 minutes. For the starting procedure, obviously it's manual rolling start, so it will put you on a standing start like a normal standing start in R Factor would, and then it will count down and go green. We don't want anybody to be racing at this point. The leader will then pull away slowly, and the rest of the field will follow in single file. We'll then get to the final kink before the kind of penultimate corner, the kink, and I want everybody to go in 2 by 2, get nice and close to the person in front of you so that we're not getting any big gaps in the field. And if the leader could slow us down to about 60 kilometers an hour or 37 miles an hour as we roll up to the start line, just to make sure that we get everybody as compact as possible, because we want to try and avoid anybody starting through the final turn. You'll see there's two red lines here in between this kind of light board and then the start finish line. It's up to the leader when they decide to go. Please don't dummy a go, and if you put your foot down at all, just go, because otherwise there's going to be a massive concertina and you could end up with having a big incident into turn 1. Also, if people could please try and drive through their grid boxes so that we've got a bit of a separation between the cars on the left and the right, just again to avoid getting tangled at the start. Turn 1 and 2, I guess, is quite an interesting series of corners, particularly with the track limits as they are. So if everybody could just please take it easy. It's not going to be one in the first corner. You know, it's going to be very easy to have quite a large accident there. So it's going to require some give and some take from everybody just to make sure that we can get there cleanly. Lapping, there'll probably be some lapping because there's some very, very quick people seem to have joined us. But because it's all one make, we'd really appreciate if everybody could get out the way, come offline, come off the accelerator in a straight. You know, it's very, very difficult to pass around here because everybody's car is virtually the same performance. So just please get out the way. It's Grand Prix rules. It's not endurance rules. Otherwise, you're just going to have people being forced to dive bomb you, and it just is going to increase.
Never
the chance
crashed
of an
on the
incident.
first lap before, so.
Track limits. I'm sure you've all done plenty of practice, so you know roughly where the line is. It's roughly where this red line is here that you can see.
Sure is.
You know, it does mean that it's quite exciting through turn 1 and turn 2. Just, you know, try and keep it in the track limits. It is what it is. Sometimes you'll probably go over, but that is roughly what we've gone for. The pit lane is no speed limit, but the kind of thing I would mention is that pit exit is really quite dangerous on this track. So please be aware, keep an eye on your HUD if you've got something like that, and keep an eye on your mirrors, and try not to just merge out in front of a train of faster cars that might be coming through. If you need to, just check up at the end of the pit lane and try and find yourself a bit of clean space. It's likely that at least one person's going to hit the wall at some point.
No, definitely not.
Please do be very careful and slow down and get offline if you've got a damaged car. If you think it's not going to be safe for you to get back to the pit lane, or you're not in control of the vehicle, please just escape, because otherwise you have the chance of ending someone else's race, which I'm sure nobody wants to do. If you lose a wheel, please just escape out immediately. Your kind of chance of having a good result will be gone anyway due to the length of repair times, and you're just at high danger of causing a further accident. If you disconnect, you can reconnect, but again, as you're leaving the pit lane, please be mindful of cars that are coming through on the racing line, and don't cause an accident by just swinging out of pit exit. There's no particular orange zones for this lap, which means apart from lap 1. So overtaking is free everywhere. Just please use your common sense. it's really unlikely that you're going to be able to do a move into turn 1. Likewise, you're probably not going to be able to make a move into turn 8 either. Just be sensible, you know, there's 2 races here. And the kind of another thing on that note is if you see yellow flags, please just back it off a little bit. A lot of this is very blind, and if someone's hit the wall on the exit, you don't want to be on the ragged edge, not being able to avoid them. And likewise, if you see someone's checked up in front of you for yellow flags, please don't stick it up the inside and try and see that as an opportunity to pass. I think that's about it, really. You know, it's non-contact, please. Good driving standards, everyone. It's the first race of the season, so people might be a bit rusty, but just keep it calm. And I think there'll be good points on offer if you manage to keep it between the walls.
That's my goal.
Has anybody got any questions with
I
that?
don't think I'm going to be the one winning
Or
this on
Steph,
pace.
can you tell us if there is a set amount of track limit points per race?
It is set to 10 points.
Okay.
You normally will not reach that unless you really cut the first corner. Penalty is a drive-through.
Okay, thank you.
If I may add to that, usual cut in the first chicane is 1.75 when you go at a decent speed. So you can get around 7 cuts during the race if you don't go over the bar.
Can we escape during quali?
Yes, you can escape
Yeah.
during quali. Reminder, second quali for the feature race is 1 flying lap. So you have your out lap, flying lap, in lap. Don't go for 2 flying laps or you will lose that time.
And
Yeah.
we don't need
That's
to
for
return
race
to pits
2.
to escape.
Yes, you can go return pits to escape.
No, we don't need to return to actual pit lane and then escape. We can escape
no.
anywhere.
Yeah, you
Yes, you can escape anywhere,
sorry.
but
Okay,
please,
copy,
obviously, don't do it, you know, halfway down the straight, or just stop in the middle of the track or something like that.
Yeah.
If you want to pull off into a runoff and just escape, that's fine.
Copy.
And there's also no damage rules in qualifying. So if we lose a wheel in qualifying, we can also
Yep.
just escape and go back out again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
that's fine.
free. That's all free.
Any more for any more?
Nice.
No. Okie doke. Right. Well, in that case, session's about to take over, so everybody just hang tight. The one other thing I'd mention is as we go to the second qualifying race, please stay in the main server. You don't need to leave, and it will manually tick over. All right. Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
All right. Well, that's a pretty good driver's briefing. Those are hard to do. You know, there's so much stuff to share and stuff. So they did a good job with that. The rolling start's interesting. I'm not sure. There must be a reason why they're not using the built-in rolling start and we're doing it manually. But hopefully that goes well. That always makes me nervous that the drivers are the ones that have to, you know, be aware of it. But yeah, we'll see. All right. So we got qualifying. This is qualifying for race 1, and it is 15 minutes, as many laps as I want to do. You heard him that the second qualifying is actually going to be just 1 flying lap. But both sessions today are solo, so I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about other cars on the track, but I do have to make sure I get a good lap in here. All right. So, hopefully I can get a good time today. I would love to not start in the back, obviously. But yeah, solo session. I guess we can remove this. And we'll see where I can get onto the grid. Let's try to get a banker in like the 130s or something and then try to get that 129. But not going to have that much time. I mean, I'll maybe get a chance to do 6 laps or so. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. I hope these races are fun. All right, we'll come around to start the first lap. Let's hope I can do, I really hope I can be somewhere on the grid. "13 minutes remaining already. Little kiss to the wall there. It's all right. St. I Racing. I didn't get the turn in very well there. Lost a lot of time. Didn't hit the wall though. That's always nice. Bad end of the lap, and I did bonk the wall there. We'll be okay. The lap will still count. It's just going to be a bit slow in spots. .131. Not really what I was hoping for. Just right back on it. That's the only corner you really want to slide through. All right, be tense down through the first part of the lap. Try to clean up the end of the lap here. The first time through was pretty bad. Better, still not good. A little wide there through the hairpin. I'm a little up, but this isn't much better than the first lap. All right, 31 flat. I'm about a second away from where I would like to be. There we go. That was really fast through there. Just a kiss on the rear bumper. That's good. Come on now. All right, 3/10 up through the first sector. Sitting P9 right now. Okay. Gotta clean all this up. It's so hard to not lose the rear end there coming off the brakes. That was okay though. All right, I've found that second so far. All right, this will get me quite a lot faster. Ah, right outside the 129s. I'm right there though. Still P10. Ah, lost a lot of time there. It's all right. Let me calm down for a lap here. All right, we got 8 minutes left. Oh, I'm P6. I don't know why my pit board said P10. P6. It's so tight here. I mean, these cars, a circuit like this is such a tight, twisty circuit for them. Really would enjoy a long stretch. Even this straight's not very long. I really want to get into those 129s. I'm right there. I just need a couple hundredths to get there. That's where I can easily gain a tenth or two through the hairpin if I just do it slightly better than I did on my last lap. So, all right, we'll come around. Should have time for 3 more laps or so. Wow, too much in the rear end there. Dang, it's so easy to throw it all away in that very first corner. Yeah, that's how I need to do that on a good lap. All right, come around. Running out of time here. 5 minutes to go. And it's in a P6 right now, which is good, but I feel like there's a lot more time in it. That was so bad. Not so slow, but it felt really messy. That's a lot of time lost there. That big slide, it looks cool, but it's very slow. I'm only a few hundredths off my best time, so I'll keep in it. Whoa. That was really brutal. That wasn't even that fast. It just was so close to the inside wall. All right, I gotta slow down. I'm overdriving the car right now. Just too fast through that right-hander. All right, I got enough time to get around and do one more. Oh yeah, there is tire wear, but we don't have to worry about that in a session this short. It's mostly that I'm overheating the tires. I've slipped back to 7th. Looks like Mikel's on the pole, which I think we could have predicted. Try to let the tires cool a little bit here. All right, this might be it. I think I got 2 more if I get around safely. Ah, that was too much. Don't do that either. Dang. All right, I gotta stay in it because there's no way I would be able to do a whole out lap. Okay, there are track limits. They're just quite deep. All right, I'm gonna have one more shot at this. Fuel might be, I mean, it might be faster with a little bit more fuel. I don't know. The steering's a little off center, but hopefully it doesn't affect my speed too much. Try to get around and see if I can get one more lap in. I think I slipped back to 8th now. Ugh. I mean, I'm happy that cut was illegal, but in the moment. Oh, I ran out of fuel. Thought I had more left. Oh. That's sad. Well, that's it then. I was like, all right, here we go. Final big lap. That's hilarious. Well, that didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. All right. It looks like Mikel's on the pole. Darren comes in and sneaks in. All right, I'm going to hop away for just a second and come back just before the race then. Ugh, that's so funny. Yeah, I would blame the crew chief, except it's me. All right, but I've slid back to 10th, just behind Yerne. Well, 10th out of 26. Not the worst, but I knew I had a bunch more speed in it. I could have easily gotten up to 8th or so. A couple more spots. Well, yeah, it'll be action-packed if nothing else starting in the mid-pack. And rolling start at least, so that'll be a little bit better overall. But yeah, we got to make sure I don't run out of fuel during the race. I think I'm going to take... I don't know. Maybe I'll take 70 liters. That might be way too much, but I don't think the car drives better with less fuel necessarily, so. What's my view of the short layout versus the carousel layout at Sears Point, Sonoma? I think it really depends on the type of car. I kind of like the short one for NASCAR. I do think there's going to be quite a lot of attrition in this, unfortunately, and so I'm hoping that just by staying alive, it'll be a fruitful day, let's say. All right, we got 5 minutes till the session. I'm just going to recalibrate my brain here for a second, just do a lap. I think all in all, it could have been a worse qualifying session, but I knew I had at least a couple more tenths in me there. We just kind of overdrove it. Where is the fuel on my dashboard? Okay, I see it on the left there. We get one more shot at qualifying after this race before the sprint race, so. Ooh, Simonchich maybe. Yeah, Yurnay. Yurnay is the 19. I got to remember that. I got Nicholas behind me. It's the official traction car. Whoa. Racing with the big teams now. It's gonna be very hard to pass in general, I think. I'll do one full lap after this. We got 2 races on today, so I would like to place well in both of them, but if something bad does happen, get a second shot at it. And if both of these races are bad, I'm racing this afternoon with the 250Fs at Spa, so I can't have 4 bad races in one day, right? I know I can, but the idea is that I hopefully won't. Oh, Nicholas got into the wall pretty good there. Yeah, I'm going to try, like, really don't want to hit things too much. I think it'd be quite easy to get a lot of damage in these cars. I just kind of wanted to go into the pits there. Should have enough time to come around and get into the pits. Yeah, I believe we've got full damage, so gonna need to be safe here, especially in the longer race after. We're doing a 20-minute race to start and then a 40-minute race as the second one. course, you do get a brand new car between the races, so you don't have to... That would be cool if you had to actually do both of them with one car, but... Either way, I got to finish in the top 10 to get any points in the first race, and then top 20 in race 2, the longer race. But the further up I finish, of course, the more points, so... I've already done the David Coulthard pit entry. Luckily, we don't have to pit during this today, so I think we'll be okay. It says I'm using 2.2 liters of fuel a lap, but I'm going I wasn't going very fast the first lap. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for this. Yeah, well, the first race being 20 minutes, I guess we'll look at what the fuel is at the end of it, and we can just double, you know, roughly double what I used. But yeah, I think I'm going to be able to do this in like 2.4 liters a lap. 2.4 times 14. Oop. I think I can take a lot less fuel than this. Famous last words, but I'll put 60. I don't think it's going to matter that much, but I'll put 60. All right, we've made it. First race. I don't think it's possible to not have a tail happy car in these things. I really appreciate everybody joining today. First of 2 different streams I'm doing today. First of 4 races, and I'm hoping if I can. Oh, goal today is to finish all 4 races relatively clean. I think that would be a great success. But looking forward to racing with these guys. I know they're really quick. They're quite aggressive in a good way most of the time. Some of the racing we had with the 1.1 liter cars recently was pretty good. But yeah, it's a rolling start. So the actual start that we get here in a second is not the real one. We'll do a full lap, and then when we come around, once we get here on the front stretch, then we start racing. Said no passing before the start line, right? Yeah, goal is to have fun. I gotta get a horn button. What am I doing? Rolling forward. All right. All right, everybody listened. Full course yellow. Uh-oh. I wonder if they had predicted that. All right, so I got Yerna Simonchich right in front of me. Nicholas Kirsten right behind. Darren's in the red Barracuda, a couple up. I hope this lets us start at the end of this lap. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I don't think they were expecting a yellow. All right, they're going quite quick up here. We'll just pretend like it's going to start for real here, and hopefully it does. Yeah, that is the Yerna. I don't know what's going on. I'm curious to see if this start's abandoned, but we'll just go with it like it's gonna happen here, and hopefully it does. All right, come around. It's pretty cool. I hope it all works out for everybody. All right, start of the Trans Am Historic Series with HRSC. We're just going to ignore the full course yellow and hope that goes away. Waiting for the leaders to go. All right, away we go. I'm very curious what's happening with the safety car, but we'll come down to the chicane. Trying to get alongside Yerne here. He's going to have a better line, but I'm just ignoring the yellow flag. I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully they clear it somehow. All right, all clear through though. That was a really decent start. It's confusing to see the yellow flags everywhere. Wow, big checkup. Oh, I didn't mean to hit Darren there, but what was I gonna do? All right, around the outside of Martin. I feel like I made out pretty good there, even though I whacked Darren. What is going on? They gotta restart this, right? I don't know what's going on here. This is really bizarre. There's like radio silence from the moderators, so. Everybody's like all caught up here. Yeah, I mean, what's going on? I don't know. I imagine they're just scrambling to figure out what's going on, but okay, they said they're gonna restart. What a mess. Well, first time. Well, it was such a good start, too. That's really unfortunate. All right, well, we're going to use this as practice. Hopefully it restarts, because this has been such a mess of a start. They said over the chat they're going to restart the race, so I'm hoping that still happens. If not, I've lost a few positions somehow and have some damage, and I'm chasing Urinay. Urinay's going to get up the inside of Nicholas here. Oh, Urinay got all over the curbs. Well, I'm in 12th now. All right, Nicholas runs off deep there. I have no idea what's going on. This is so confusing. Oh yeah, it's not Urinay, it's Ross. Urinay is quite far up the road. I mean, I lost a whole bunch of time in that whole mess of cars checking up for the caution, and there's like nobody behind me. Oh. Everybody's disappeared. I guess they're probably restarting the server. Let's see here. Well, that didn't go to plan. Well, we have a new server. I have to hope we're not qualifying again. I've got 2.5 hours left until the THR stuff. So, all right, 10-lap race. So we're shortening the first race. Take 50 liters. Yeah, I'm worried if we do the start the same way again, it's going to be exactly the same as it was. I'm just as confused as all of you are. So. Well, we'll see if we can get it sorted out. All right, they're setting the grid, I guess. I hope this all works out. I was really looking forward to this. I know I've raced with these guys quite a bit before, and it's always gone pretty well. So I don't know what happened there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Lost the whole stream too. Oh no. I think everything's back. R Factor 2 is completely hung up for me. Well, that's no good. Hopefully that's not a sign of something really broken. Well, now things are really broken because I got kicked completely out of R Factor 2 and it crashed my whole stream and everything. Come on now. This can be really disappointing if I can't get into the race. Alright. You guys can see it. Hold on, I just gotta hide it for a second so I don't give away the password. Hopefully I can get back in. It's gonna be really a bummer if I can't. All right. I think I'm in. Is everything working here? I hope it doesn't crash while I'm driving, but we'll just hope that was a one-time thing. Has to be all the restarting and stuff. I see there was quite a few people that fell out, but okay. Oh, what a mess. All right, we're waiting to see if this thing restarts or not. Yeah, I'm really hoping this works as well. Just kind of waiting to see what the deal is. We're in a warm-up. Maybe it'll start right after this. They're resetting the grid positions, apparently. Well, how are you guys doing? Hopefully well. It's gonna be a busy summer. I'm trying to do a lot of racing, but just scheduling everything with everything in real life as well, and you know, it's always difficult, but having a lot of fun lately doing these different leagues and stuff. I'm really looking forward to the 250F races this afternoon. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I wonder if it's actually going to go in 2 minutes here or not. you're just tuning in, we're just waiting to figure out what's going on. We tried to start the first race, and there was a bunch of issues basically with the server. All right, grid set. We are proceeding. It says. Hopefully everybody's ready, including myself. Hopefully everything sticks with you this time. Whoa, there we go. Of course, we get blasted by the classic R Factor 2. All right. Hopefully this all works this time. 45 liters of fuel. Should be more than enough based on what everybody's saying. I feel like I've got deja vu at the moment. All right. Hopefully we get a start out of this time and can actually fight for it. Yeah, R Factor 2 tends to... Every time I race it, I have to wait like a few... I have to try to fix things for a couple hours before it'll actually work. All right. All right, so we're doing a formation lap. Hopefully it doesn't do the full course caution this time and all that business. I appreciate you tuning in, though. I really hope this works this time. We're supposed to do 2 races here today. We're trying to even get the first one going. Oh, it's an official formation lap now. I wonder, is it a rolling start? Where's Yerne? He's supposed to pass me. All right, focus. All that business is behind me. You guys can't see behind my face. There is a chat window that they've sent a couple messages. So it said do formation lap. The thing I'm not sure about is at the end of the formation lap if it's a rolling start or what. But we'll see. We'll find out together. I'm 10th. I am in the points in this race as long as I can finish here or greater, which is, yeah, going to be the trick, isn't it? All right. I'm hoping this is the actual starter or something. It should be the start though for the Trans Am season. Sprint race, 10 laps now. It's just 10. Not sure that that was actually the start. We'll see. Oh, I got a little kick there from Nicholas behind. Yerne got around. On the left side of Nicholas, though, I should be able to hold the line here. Yeah, just get it. I'm not sure that that actually started the race, but I'm going to keep on it. Good outbraking by Nicholas there. Car ran wide in front. It's Casper. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think the race actually started, but we're all driving like it did. Very confusing starting stuff here. Oh, I got a bump from Casper. I'm sorry, I have no idea what's happening with this. I feel like half in it, half not in it right now. That's frantic, yeah. All right, apparently they're canceling race 1. What? I'm worried race 2 is going to be the same unless we come up with some different rules here for how it's supposed to run. Well, what a letdown. Yeah, not going well. It's surprising because I've done a bunch of races with these guys, and like I'm sure something weird's happening, but they've never really had issues before. Well, we just gotta wait to see what happens. It's driven you to beer. I'm close. If I didn't have to do another race later. I'm surprised we don't just do a standing start. I mean, I know, or I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not running it. Well, there's the start. I have no idea what's going on. If you're just tuning in, I don't know what's happening either, so welcome. There's been a lot of issues with the start of the race. We had a really fantastic qualifying session, lead up to the first race, and then everything really just stopped working for us. We got a second start then. What the heck? Oh, that was the replay from way earlier. Gotcha. That made me very worried for a second. Oh, like 3 people started. I don't know. I don't know. All right, saying leave the server. Just waiting to see when, what server to race or what. What server to join or what. Yeah, kitty sacks, yeah. Just kind of waiting to see what they're gonna do, but I have no idea. I don't know how making a new server with the same options would you know, have a different result. If yeah, the poster I have behind me is it's a bunch of the pictures from the it's all the NASCAR circuits from 1993. It's a poster that that was done by like a photography company or something, and it is the poster that Papyrus used when they made all the track art for the original NASCAR racing. So most of the tracks in NASCAR racing are like painted versions of those photos, which is really cool to see. All right, so apparently there's supposed to be a new server. Yeah, the Phoenix one that's right behind my head here. Ugh, it's so hard to do this backwards. Oh my god. I can't do it. The one that's right behind my head, right there. That one. That's you'll recognize it from IndyCar racing too as well. They use the same photo. I mean, I guess the track like looks, you know, it looks like the track looks. I can't even find the server now. Here we go. HR. Just waiting for the server to appear now. Apparently we got to do a qualifying now for the second race too, so we're just gonna have one race now. Apparently, and Yeah, I guess the sprint race is canceled, and we're just going to be doing one race with a new qualifying session. I guess we'll see. And we're just waiting for the server to appear. Yeah, nothing's happened so far. So, we're just how long into this? 2 hours into this? I really hope it's all worth it in the end, that a race actually can get going. Ah, found it. Easy pull now. You're right. I mean, it's good that we're not trying to fit in both races, because I'm not sure I would be able to get them done before the other event that I'm doing today. So, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure that having it on such low fuel is actually helpful. I don't know. All right. So we got a little, I guess, warm-up session here. Then a qualifying, and then hopefully a race of some kind. I appreciate y'all sitting through all this, and I mean, it's the kind of stuff that happens when you do online races. Sometimes they don't work so well. I gotta hope I get, I mean, we're gonna have one lap to qualify, which could go in my favor, or, you know, if you mess up that one lap, obviously that's the worst thing you can do. Yes. Instead of have a good race, you just, let's have a race. Hopefully. We're driving a Plymouth Barracuda, 1971. Yeah, if you're tuning in right now, you haven't missed anything. We did a whole qualifying session and tried to start a race twice, and it didn't work. And so the sprint race has been canceled for this event, and we're just doing the full distance one. So we're just doing a quick warm-up here. And in about 5 minutes, we're going to do a single shot qualifying. And then hopefully have a 40-minute race. Kind of disappointed we're only going to get one shot at it, just because, like, I mean, I guess that's racing normally, but I quite like the dual races so that you always get a second shot if needed. Yeah, this is a pretty modern version of Adelaide, or at least within the last 10 years, I would imagine. At least it sounds good. It is fun to drive. Like, it's a really interesting style. It's somewhere between like a sports car, but then like a NASCAR stock car style, like old NASCAR. Really hope it all works this time, though. Yeah, like a road stock car, you're right. Yeah, it's an interesting choice to do the short, modern track for these cars. It's very tight, so knock on all the wood. I don't know. I feel like we're trying the same thing like over and over again, and it hasn't worked twice. So I don't know what's going on in the background, so maybe it'll work this time. But whoa, looks like Casper just killed whoever that was in front of him. I would not want to drive this thing at an endurance race. No, thank you. Well, I was worried I was going to be really tired for the 250F races I'm doing later today, but I might be just warmed up enough. Well, I'm happy to see that pretty much everybody is stuck with it. I love that cars drifting around the fast corner there. All right, we're gonna have the one-shot qualifying, I guess is what they call it. One lap. An out lap, and then one lap. I'm just waiting for the session to tick over, and we should be doing some qualifying. So this is one of those things. I don't know if it's not always the case that having lowest fuel is best for vintage cars, because they really affect the weight balance. I'm going to put 20 liters in, which is definitely too much for a single lap qualifying, but I think the car will feel a little better. All right. Qualifying again. Deja vu. Here we are. What is it? An hour and a half later, and we're just qualifying now. Nice. All right. Try to get a good time here. I only got one lap to do it, so it's a balance of like how much do you drive on the edge versus just getting a good lap. And I'm definitely going to lean more towards get a good lap because I don't want to start at the back of the pack here. Do the out lap here, and then I just got one lap to try to get a good time, and then hope that this is a legit race. If not, I'll just race this afternoon at Spa, so not a total loss of a day. Yeah, the tack has a telltale, but it doesn't actually move with the tack, so it's just kind of, I guess there it's painted on. It doesn't tell the tale, as you'd say. All right, we'll come through. I hope I can do a good lap here, at least in the 1:30. Just nice and smooth. Don't want to make any mistakes. Come around, start the timed lap. One lap. Boy, that was nice. The heck? Let off the throttle there just a little bit. Sit onto the back stretch. This is not going to be great. Try to get whatever I can out of it, but I lost a lot of time through those two corners. And there. Caught it, at least. A bit of a mess in the middle. Going to the final corner, though. Onto the grass a little bit. Man. All right. A 1:30.1. Only a 10th off of my first qualifying. Man, I made a lot of mistakes in that lap, and it still is not so far off my first attempt. The race is supposed to be 40 minutes, but I'm hoping we just get a race, and that would be ideal. All right, I'm 6th right now, 7th, slid back. Reese has got me again. Nils as well. Bjorn Nicholas way up there from the first session. So far 7th. Ross is behind me. Darren's behind me. Right, we still have a few cars to turn times here. But might be slightly better than the first. Ooh, Tom D comes in. Darren as well back there. So might actually start a little bit further up in this one than I was going to in the first race. The first race. We don't talk about that one. Oh, who jumped up there? Was it Casper? Cito as well. I'm 9th now. One more and I'm exactly where I was. I know, it's always the case if I was a little bit faster, right? All right. That's the end of the session. There's still 4 cars that haven't turned a time, but I'm sitting 9th. 1 spot better than I was for race 1. The Blue Thunder gang up front, Mikhail gets a 129 flat, a full second faster than me. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, they used to do all Penske acid dip. They weren't the only team acid dipping cars back then. I mean, they were doing anything possible to save weight. Just really sketchy stuff. There's a point at which all the performance stuff goes a bit too far. If you look at like the late stages of Can-Am and stuff, it's like technologically very cool, but you know, I'm not sure it was worth the danger. Oh, it was every team did stuff like that. All right, I've seen nothing about the starting procedure for this, so I'm assuming it's kind of the same. But we're supposed to do 27 laps, I think, fuel-wise. 2.4 would be a pretty good amount of fuel, so I should need like 65 liters of fuel. I'll put 70 liters of fuel in for the race. And hopefully we can have a good race. I really hope this gets underway. I was talking about this with some friends that like teams and governing bodies are always going to be at an exact opposite, because the teams try as hard as they can to find people that will make their cars as fast as they can. And then the governing body for a racing league, tries to hire people to enforce rules. But I have to think that even though the governing body for a racing series is going to get pretty good people typically, the teams probably have slightly better people on average, or at least more of them. So the teams are always going to be sneaking around the league. All right, we got a couple minutes. I am going to jump away for just a second, and then hopefully this thing actually gets underway. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, we've got just a couple minutes before the race. I'll go do a quick lap here. Distracted reading the chat there, saved it. That's what I just got distracted reading, is how the race start's gonna work. I'll pull into the pits here and read it again, but I'm not sure it's very clear. I just gotta read here what this. If there are no horns, okay. I don't really know what's happening, but it seems like they don't quite know what's going to happen either, which is not putting the warm fuzzies in me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I won't be the only one confused. I'm sure if it's not clear, so we'll see. If I could play heart music without getting copyright strike, I would do it. Absolutely. I'm curious why we're not just doing a standing start, but anyways. I'm laughing at I guess you guys can read the chat too. There's just people contradicting each other about what to do. I don't know if it'll be big enough for everybody to read. I do see the chat when I'm driving. It's just under my face, so. But I don't know where else to put my face. All right. Really hope everybody figures it out, or we all do the same thing.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
All right, got 70 liters of fuel in there. Really, really, really hoping this all works out. Appreciate y'all watching through this regardless. Still a good crowd in here. Fingers crossed indeed. I don't know how this is going to go. The car's missing from in front of me. Good luck ×3, yeah. One spot in front of me here. There we go. It's Nils. All right, I got Nils and Reese in front of me, and Ross and Darren behind me. I'm in good company here. Or Ross is alongside me, I guess, and it's Tom D and Darren behind me. So hopefully this goes all right. We got the horns, but then we'll do the formation lap. No yellow flag this time, maybe. Right. So this is the full race. We're doing 40 minutes or 27 laps is the distance. This lap does count, even though it's not a racing lap. But from here, we'll do 26 racing laps. And yeah, this is the only race today. I got to finish in the top 20 to get points, but would really like a top 10. I'm 9th on the starting grid, right up behind Reese in a Barracuda as well. And I guess this is going to be the only points on the day for this, because the sprint race was canceled. But so far we don't have a yellow flag, and it seems like at the end of this lap we'll actually be able to do the rolling start properly. So hopefully I can get away cleanly and just have a nice clean race. Got Ross behind me. I know Ross is going to be very quick. Same with Tom and Darren. I mean, everybody in this league is quite quick, so just hopefully I can have a nice good start here. Get at least one good race here before we head over to Belgium for some Spa Grand Prix style racing this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about the 2 hours of nothing basically to start this, but it seems like we might actually get a start here. Cross my fingers. I'm gonna be on the right side this time, which less ideal. We'll come right up behind Nils. I think second gear will be best for this. It's quite slow, but maybe first. All right. Here we go through the final hairpin, just waiting for the leaders to go. There it is. Nils didn't quite jump with them. I'm gonna have a little bit bad of a run down to the first hairpin, or chicane rather. Ross up the inside. Just get it in here nice and smooth. The car falling in behind me. Ooh, as everybody heads over the curving. Here we go. Just give it a little space here in the opening lap. Tom's looking up my left side. Ross got all over the curving there. All right, whoa, made it through the first set of corners. Onto the long back stretch here. Through the kink, had to lift a couple times. Made it through there. It's good. Ross locking up the brakes in front. All right. Car's pretty heavy right now. But we complete a racing lap here at Adelaide. Man, that feels good. Got some side-by-side in front. Reese is trying to get up the inside of Nils there. Thinks better of it. Drops in behind him. Very tight pack. Darren's right with Tom and I behind. A lot of oversteer there. Hit it up into third before the corner. Try to get that nice run onto the backstretch. A little bit of wheel slip. think Tom just bumped the wall behind. I think Nils ran a bit wide in front. He's putting a bit of a gap to the cars in front of him with Reese. Reese is in the green, Barracuda in front. I've got a little bit of a space behind me, which is nice. I can focus on Ross here. Come on, Reese. Go for it. I've been a big fan of Reese for years. If you've never watched him, it's Southpaw Racer on YouTube and Twitch, but he's got some amazing YouTube videos. His track guides of different circuits they got the right amount of humor and also real information in them. His one on Silverstone recently was really good, if you haven't seen it. Trying to get a good run here on Ross. Tom really closed the gap through the first sector. Lock up from Ross in front. I don't know if that's really gonna, I don't know if the tires would actually wear out because of that. It looks like Reese has lost Nils just a little bit in front, but Nils is closing the gap to the group in front of him. It's still quite packed up front here. It's 131. Full fuel, or a lot of fuel. Ooh, Reese tagged the wall there. Come on, bud. Yeah, it's really hard to pass around here. You gotta kind of get a run down the backstretch, but because of the kink in the middle of it here, it's really hard to get a steady run. I'll leave it in second this time. Yeah, lost a lot of time. Whew. Kept my foot in it there. Gives you a thrill, if nothing else. Come on, Reese. It's right back on Nils. It's quite dynamic. We're catching and losing cars very quickly. It's a lot of room for racing with these cars. Just the braking distances and things, the grip. It's a little more like jazz than an exact science. All right, 130.8 that lap, not too bad. Looks like my pit board's broken. Showing 0 time. Don't worry about that. I had to let up here and go for the defense. Tom's gonna look around the outside. Take the very tight line there, stay in front of him. All right, defended from Tom there. Wow, Ross had that rear end rotated nicely. Hard not to smile driving these things. Right out to the wall. The right-hander after the chicane up here is probably one of the best passing spots if you can get alongside. Ah, big slide there. Ooh, a car stopped at the pit exit. I don't know who that was. Better run there that time. Tom is so quick through that corner, which is not great for me because that's a good passing spot. Pulls me straight in through there. I don't know if the car, the Camaro that he's driving is a little lighter maybe. Probably just a skill thing. Up on two wheels there, try to carry speed, but curbing there so high. Double turn in there. Oh, Tom, no, he lost a wheel. So easy to do, and maybe got faked up on my turn in. I didn't mean to do that. Almost had the same accident myself. Well, that gives me quite a cushion behind to Darren for now, but we'll focus on Ross here. We're very similar speeds. Reese has pulled out a little bit with Nils, and then it's quite the pack in front of him. Sitting in 10th spot right now. Try to give you guys a lap count in a minute. It's on the bottom of the screen. It's just very small. It was all over the curbs there. Oh, just a kiss. All right, right up to Ross, but like where the heck can I pass him? Ooh, he gets it real sideways there. Well held. I can see he's locking up the tires a lot. I don't know if that's just a visual thing or if that's actually what's happening. Bad acceleration here onto the backstretch. Ooh, I'm seeing some smoke from a car in front. I don't know what that was. A lot of smoke from a car in front. Ross has been quite hot into this corner a few times, but does it well that time. Don't want to give him the bonk in the mid-corner. Come across the line here. I don't know what lap we're on. Oh, come on, don't do that. Missed my shift up to 4th. Not quite a good run through the first corners. I don't know what lap I'm on. It says it somewhere at the bottom, but I think we're on lap 8 right now. Yeah, we're on lap 8. Or we have finished 8 laps. We're on lap 9. So it's going to go by very fast. 27 laps around here is not that long to begin with. Big slide there from me. Don't want to do that. Just want to miss this curb. Yeah, that was better. Well, they're all side by side in front. Somebody's just letting off a bunch of smoke. Darren's closing in behind me a little bit. I don't know if somebody's blowing up or what's going on up there. A little wide through the hairpin. I need to clean it up a bit. Darren's going to be here in just a second if I don't clean up my act. Oh, what a fun car this is. They're all side by side up there. It's good for me if I can pull in at all. They're so fast. of smoke again. It's always on this part of the track. I don't know what's going on. It's so interesting. Oh, Ross slides it into the corner just a little bit, but got the apex after all. Carried a little bit more speed there than last time. There, he's sliding it again. He's really locking up those tires quite a bit. It's gonna be my best lap yet. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's brake smoke or what. It seems a little early on the straight for it to be brake smoke. Down into the 130s though. I think Ross and I, if we keep this up, we're pulling those guys in because they're all racing each other. But as you can tell from that pack in front, it's so hard to pass. I'm not even sure who's leading that pack. Might be Nicholas up there. See, like, it's like when a car gets into top gear here, it just starts spewing oil. I mean, it's probably not so unrealistic. Oh boy, nearly crashed it. Ross again, big lock up there. Mega drift. It's not fast, but I was saving the car at that point. All right, I do think we're pulling away just ever so slightly from Darren, at least this past lap or two, which is good. Wow. It's like a monster truck. So much smoke. I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask folks after if that's just a graphical glitch or if somebody's car is actually doing that. I'm seeing, you can't see it because it's behind where my face is, but slowly people are exiting the server. We're getting some DNFs. I don't think any of them have been from cars in front of me. Still sitting in 10th place right where I started. Or I guess I lost one spot somewhere. I need to have that light touch. It's so easy to overdrive these cars. Could be overheating. That's not a bad call. We'll see if it lasts the rest of the race or not. Starting to smoke a lot more now. I have to think that's not a good thing. I think it's Nils' car. Right up behind Ross. We're very similar speeds. I'm not sure which one of us is actually faster per se. Oh, I missed the turn in there a little bit to choke it on the exit. Make sure I don't hit anything. We're right up to this group now. Hold on to her, Ross. How good is this? Oh, big lock up again there. It's like every corner. That's just his driving style, I think. Punishing the What are they, Goodyears? We'll see if Nils ends up having a problem or if it's just going to spew some smoke for a few laps. Ooh, right out to the wall. Just give it a kiss. These guys in front, side by side there. It's Nils coming up the outside of, not sure who that is. I had a bad corner there. Come on. Yeah, Nils' car is just spewing something. Everybody's looking for a pass. Really, really laid into the brakes there. You can really get away with a lot there. Whoa, Reese and Ross. Ross going for the move on Reese. Oh no, he came back over. Little bonk. I didn't mean to. Really nowhere to go there. I think he had a bit of oversteer, but now Darren is right on us. Didn't take much. All right. Get into things now. That separated the group in front a bit, the battle with Reese and Ross here. We're on lap 15 of 27. Get it up into third before the corner there. Everybody's still quite close here. I mean, there's a lot that can happen. Whoa, a little wide there. Almost hit the wall. Darren's been very, very persistent and clean, and it's paying off for him. He's gotten up to us. And he might be the one to benefit from all this. Cars side by side in front. Not exactly what you'd want to see coming down to the chicane. Looks like they sorted it out. Both got very close. That was very, very aggressive through the chicane. Ross got the wall just a little bit on the exit there. Remember to get it up to third right there. Big slide. I can't quite carry the speed I want to there. Just it gets so stacked up with the accordion. Bit of a slide there. It's all right. Shuffle it out. Just gotta think you're Steve McQueen in Bullet. It helps with the finesse with these kind of cars. Proper heavy muscle machines. good speed through the first chicane, if you want to call it that. The straight line, curb bonanza. Right out to the wall, just a kiss. We're gonna have no paint left on the sides of this thing, but we can repaint it. Smoke again. I feel like I went away for a couple laps there. She broke away from me for a second. Wow, it's all stacked up. It's so close. How close is this? It's Yerne trying to get around Nicholas up there. We're all just fender to fender here. Bumper to bumper. What a battle. Oh, it's so slow in spots too, because they're all stacked up. Nicholas is doing a heck of a job holding off this train. Tough to say how many of us would actually get by him, but oh, it looks like maybe he lost a spot there. Was that Yerne that got around him up front? Big slide. Ross going for the move on Reese here. Thought about jumping up the inside of Ross there, but this is what I was waiting for. I knew the race today was going to be really good, and I'm so happy we're getting to do it. Well, I got to run on Ross here, but we're going to have to lift for the kink. Oh, Ross got into the wall, jump up the inside. There we go, finally. Keep Ross wide. All right, finally get around Ross there. Just waiting for the moment. Just trying to focus on just going forward. Pick my way through this. I feel just as fast as these cars in front, so maybe not Yerne up there, but maybe I can get lucky here and score a couple more passes. Reese going for the move on Nils here. Oh, be careful, you two. I parked it in front of Reese. That was nice of him to let me in there. Ooh. All right, run away. Got into the wall just a skosh. The official measurement for that. All right, Nils is still, he's jumping out of line. I wonder if he's trying to cool the car down. All right, we're coming to the line. There's only like 8 laps to go or something. It's opened up a little bit with all the passing there. Whoa, big slide. That's not good. There goes Reese. I'm lucky I held on to that, but he gets around me. Dang. Wow, he took a big cut there. Ross looking up the inside. I mean, it's not really a place where you got to be alongside to make that work. All right, come on, Reese. Let's catch him then. I'll follow you. Oh, kiss of the wall. That really messed up my entry. Ross is going to have a bit of a run, but we got the kink in the middle. As long as I can get a good run through there. He actually didn't get such a good exit there either. Want to slide the car like that. It just overheats the rear tires, and they got no grip left when you do that. Whoa! Ross hit me. That was a little Earnhardt type bump. I was a bit slow going in there. It's not really his fault. Bad slide in the middle of the chicane. That was bad. Come on, what's going on now? Have I lost it? All right. I just made a bunch of errors there, really. Ross was able to benefit from it. We've lost the pack in front a little bit. Just kissed the wall again. Darren's getting racy back there too. I overheated the tires and they're just really, I gotta calm them down a bit. Oh no, Reese. I think that's Reese there. We'll get a spot from him. Yeah, the tires are so slick now. Maybe they're wearing out a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised. Come across the line here. I think we have 5 to go. Slow car on the inside. I think it's a lap down though. Yeah, it's Ahhh. Darren's gonna have a bit of a run here. Oh, he looks, sneaks it in. Side by side, Darren there. That was a nice over-under. Held onto it. Did that earlier with Ross. The way the track goes left and right there, you can just hold side by side to get your position back. Bad exit onto the straight. Wow, very tiring here. We're getting towards the end though. I had it. I had something good for a minute. Sliding so much, I'm really heating up the tires. All right, come to the line, start lap 23 out of 27. Sitting P9s, right where I started, but it's been a pretty wild race from my point of view. Finally a nice run there through the first chicane. Darren does just as well of a job though. Ross is a bit wide here. I could definitely get back up to Ross. That's the goal right now. He's closing in on Nicholas. I think there's still some positions in play here. Just got to be nice and steady. I need to stop sliding the car so much. Darren got right out to the wall there. just nice and gently into the corner. I want to be like the tire whisperer, just nice and gentle. Yeah, I can feel the grip coming back. You just got to stop sliding because they overheat so quickly. Like corners like this, it's quite easy to just light them up and feel like you're going faster, but it just kills you. Probably the next corner. A little bit of a slide there. All right, 4 laps to go. Darren's gonna go for, I mean, if I was him, I would be going for it too. Ooh, he's trying to outbrake me here. Whoa, a little bump. It's all right. Just held on to that. He had to try it. I don't blame him for that at all. Oh, bad bounce there. Very lucky. Darren's still right there. And the amount of counter steering coming out of that hairpin. All right, 3 laps to go. Really just got to hold off Darren here now. I thought I was going to be able to catch Ross again, but here he comes. Going to hold the inside. Wow, he really is on the brakes there. Oh, he's going to try to hold it in. All right, I got to get this back. Come on. Oh, big slide from Darren there. Can't do anything here. Right up to the inside guardrail. That was an amazing kick from Darren. He locks up the right front a bit. Thought about sending it in, but I wouldn't have made that corner. Darren waited his opportunity and took it. I tried to hold him off there. Coming to 2 to go here. I'm still right with him. I'm not going to give up on this. I'm just not as quick through there. What's going on? He's just always able to pull up next to me there. Gotta be careful here. Danny's not so far behind me. Up on the curb, just a little too much there. Little lock up from Darren in the final corner. All right, we'll come start the final lap. Sitting 10th. I've been in 10th basically the whole race. I had 9th. I think I had 8th for a second. Benefited from Reese having some trouble to hold this 10th. Darren is able to get around me here. Boy, he ran quite deep there. I think Ross has caught up to Nicholas in front, so you never know. Hopefully they don't do anything too silly here. I'll try to stay in front of Danny behind, though. Slide it onto the backstretch for the final time. A little bit slow through the kink there. All right. Just try to keep Danny behind me into the final corner. Wow, he got there. I lost all my pace here right at the end, but we'll come to the line, finish the race. T10. What a race. I'm really a little bummed I wasn't able to take advantage of catching these guys because I felt in the middle of the race. I felt fast there, but happy to have kept it clean. Really fun racing with Darren there and Ross as well. Reese for a minute. I definitely used Reese up for a second, so I'm gonna have to apologize to him for that. But I don't think it was such a bad hit. But wow, really happy we got a race in today with this as well. I got 10 points. I think the feature race, the longer one, I think you score more points for 10th. I can look for a minute. Yeah, let me check the tire wear. Not a bad shout, thank you. Says 73% left rear, 76% right rear, 89% left front, and 93% right front. Altogether, they're not so bad. Car's a little bit dinged up here and there. I'm sure there'll be something to learn from this for the next one. That's what's going to be fun about this being a series is you can get better with each race, but so will everybody else. And hopefully the next one they figure out the sprint race stuff because the racing was so good. I'm a little bummed we only got one race out of it. But what a race it was. All right, we'll quickly check out the results here. I'm tired after that. Got about 45 minutes till we do some racing for THR. So, all right, Casper wins the race ahead of Mikael. So Casper won. Wow. Ahead of Mikael, 1.3 seconds. Frenick finishes in third, 22 seconds off. Yeah, it was really from Frenick. Frenick got a bit ahead of us. Yerne tried his best to catch him, but finishes fourth. And then Nils, this was the pack I was with, although Yerne was with us for most of the race. But Nils with Cito in there, I didn't see him too much. He was in that pack though. Nicholas, who was leading the pack for a while. Ross, who I raced with, Darren, and then myself rounding out the top 10. Behind me, Danny almost got me at the end there. I was giving up a little bit, but yeah, he pulled me in quite well. Right at the end, one more lap and we would have been passing each other. Austin, they came up from pretty far on the grid. And that's the last car to finish on the lead lap. Let me look back. Reese ended up finishing 2 laps down in 17th. I'll have to see what happened to him. And then Martin behind him, I think he had a poor qualifying. Martin was a bit quicker than me overall for this, but maybe he had a bad qualifying or something. But yeah, congrats to Casper for winning that. I think that's probably was a difficult win. I'd like to check out some of the replay, but because I'm doing another race here, some more racing in just a little bit, I'm going to actually take advantage of this and get some food and stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I think through that, what would I have come away with for points? So I guess nobody's going to get points for the first race, and then I will have gotten 15 points for finishing 10th, which is the winner got 45 points. So 30 points back already after one round. But I would be lying to you if I said that I would think I could compete with Casper up there. Well, maybe someday. But yeah, thank you for sticking with it, and I'll hopefully be back with the second round of this in a couple of weeks' time at Bathurst, and see if I can do a bit better there. Be a totally different type of race, I think. But anyways, until then, I'll be back here in probably about a half an hour to start doing some practice streaming and stuff for THR with Spa and the 250Fs. So if I don't see you then, have a good rest of your weekend. But if I do, see you in just a little bit. Have a good one.